Testing, testing. Alright, I think we're good to go now. Just Jar's volume sings out. Alright, so we got a new route from Train Sim Germany. Now, actually, let me acknowledge this. I know they released another German route before this. I forget what it's called, but it's a name I can't pronounce. I decided not to get it. And that's coming from someone who loves German main lines, but there just wasn't any selling points for it. But this route, on the other hand, oh boy, does this one look amazing. At any time, I don't know, just Train Sim Germany, they just always seem to cook up some good routes. I mean, this is only their second route, but Mittenwaldbahn was really good, so I bet Mittenwaldbahn will be just as good, if not better.
Welcome back to the 90s. You're standing in Hoxo, located in Tyrol, Austria. This is a typical station found on the Mittenwaldbahn, a cross-border route that connects Austria to Germany via a steep mountain pass.
Actually, hang on. That way I'm not bombarded with notifications.
Most of the route is single-track. Stations like Hoxhill provide passing opportunities for trains. There's a missing sticker over there. Let's fix it while you're here.
Oh, I cancel organized luggage, I guess. There's a missing sticker.
There are lots more tasks to discover.
Nothing happened.
Make
what?
sure to sort
there
the
it is.
Replace the milk bottles, organize
Does it
luggage trolleys,
say it's
and
in
apply
German? I can't tell. Can I climb up that ladder? No, I can't. Alright, here's our train. And it's one of the crocodiles, too. Oh, yeah. Decently sized route too. Now, where is... I think somewhere there's like a route hopping location to go to Mittenwaldbahn, even though they don't connect.
Let's climb aboard.
Somewhere here. Yeah, I'll look for it later. No control car in this one. How's this door open? Door's not opening. But there it is. Oh boy, that's giving me a seizure. Alright. Let's just hop on board. Oh, once you go on to the first one. Can I walk down here? Oh, I can. Only a little bit, though. Hopefully I'll have a lot of areas to explore on foot. You know, once you go into a locomotive or the carriage. I guess carriage.
Sit down in any available seat.
Oh, this one's got first class section.
This train is hauled by an ÖBB 1020, first built in 1940. It is one of the oldest surviving electric locos.
It said this route takes place in '89.
The railway connection between Innsbruck and Garmisch-Partenkirchen was fully opened in 1912. bringing a swift connection between these important cities known for tourism and winter sports. The Mittenwaldbahn runs for 56 kilometers and runs at capacity, ferrying passengers and bringing freight from towns. On
This
this
is
route,
really
you'll learn how to operate the ÖBB 1020 and the Mittenwaldbahn VR111, which together do long-distance, local and freight services.
Yeah, I'm gonna be focusing on the 1020. I could careless about the 111 at this moment in time.
Take the wheel of the iconic ÖBB 1020 and master steep gradients along this picturesque route between two countries. Take the wheel of the iconic ÖBB 1020 and master steep gradients along this picturesque route.
That's the
between
wrong
two
voice line, but okay.
This is Train Sim World Mittenwaldbahn.
Alright. Take it a little bit to load. Alright, there we go. What was I doing? Oh, wait a minute. Why am I getting confused over this? Alright, here we go. Find the... Should I be the first one? The town 20? Nope. Alright, where are ya? Where are you, 1020? Crocodile. There it is. Alright, let's give this thing a whirl.
In this training module, you'll be taken through the operation of an ÖBB 1020 electric locomotive. During this brief introduction, you'll cover the critical driving controls and freight operations. When you're ready, climb aboard to get started. During this brief introduction, take a seat in the driver's position. This is where you'll be spending most of your time.
Ooh, I like the way this is modeled. Aw, sweet. The engine room, too. Is there no seat? You just have to stand?
First, we will apply
That
the
must be
loco brake to
uncomfortable.
ensure the loco does not roll away.
Alright.
Now we can unlock the brake with the brake key. Apply the train brake now and release the loco brake again.
Alright.
Next, we turn the master key to enable the desk. Now we can raise the pantograph, close the M. Turn
lot
on
of
the fan.
switches.
Under heavy load, you might need to set these to high. Enable the headlights. Each lever controls. Now we can set the reversal to forward and release
So we
the
got a
brake.
whistle. Oops. Wait, the
Now we can
controls
set the
are
reversal to
inverted?
forward and release the
No,
brake.
wait, no, they're not. It's just shut down.
To make
as
sure you don't
release.
overload the motors, watch the ammeters in front of you to stay within limits while applying power. The locomotive is now ready to go. Use the throttle to apply some power to get moving.
Alright. How much power is this thing capable of? This thing's got some power underneath it.
Now
Full
that you've
throttle.
reached your target speed, you can move the throttle control back to the center position.
Okay, I think that's off. I think that's off. Oops.
Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, apply a small
Oh,
amount
no.
of braking force using the train brake.
Oopsie.
First built in 1944 as the E94, the German version of the locomotive, it has done both passenger and freight operations for ÖBB and DB.
Oopsie.
Combined, the E94 and ÖBB 1020 had 200 units produced and now still run 80 years later.
Wow. 80 years of service. That is
Combined,
something.
the E94 and ÖBB 1020 had 200 units produced and now still run 80 years later.
So there's no seat on this thing. You just gotta stand up the entire time. That ought to be uncomfortable. Alright, so we have like the old-fashioned PZB. Okay, I think I get the idea. Now, something I want to do real quick is I'm gonna run on to Mittenwaldbahn. There's a little Easter egg on it, that allows you. They just added it, so it allows you to teleport to this route, Mittenwaldbahn, or whatever it's called. So, I want to give that a try and see where it takes me. Alright. Alright, where are you? Alright, I forget where it is, so I'm just gonna go to Stockholm and fast travel to it. Alright. It's right there. See the little route hop marker? So, I'm gonna fast travel to a station that I'm not gonna try and pronounce. Might take a little while to walk there, so see, we'll get like a Class 08 that's pretty easy to drive. If it'll spawn. Wanna spawn? Hello? Is there like a train in the way? I mean, there's obviously not, but maybe on my line. There is. I think you're the problem. Go away. I said go away. You're the problem. And there we go. There we go. Now we can spawn it. So we're just gonna take this since it's nice and easy to drive. I mean, you basically just put it into forward, release the brakes, and go. Doesn't get more simple than that. Now we're gonna take it to right there. There's gonna be a path that we can walk to. If I want to, I could just walk along the tracks and get there, but that takes too much time. Now it's whining about me going too fast. I'll be quiet, I'll be fine. Yeah, something... I do wish it was... you could walk a little bit quicker. You know, in games like Derail Valley and Railroader, you can walk super fast. Or at the very least, maybe give us like a hand car or a high rail that we can use to get around faster. Just so we can have easier access to spots like these. So it's gonna be that railroad crossing right there. So... I'm gonna go that real quick. Okay, Class 08, you have served me well, but I am going to remove you now. Now we walk down the start road and it'll bring us to the little Easter egg. This might take a little bit. I can't talk. You can already kind of see it in the distance. I bet a lot of you probably have no idea what this is. Unless you saw the icon, the update, but before there was no route hopping feature from this, so you kind of had to bump into it out of sheer luck. Now it's a bit easier to find. Go walk into a forest. This guy's gonna go gray. Look, you have Carlbot, the little bot from Discord. There he is. Got a little shrine for him. But the neat thing is, you can route hop. It's a Mittenwaldbahn. And there'll be a shrine there. And I have no idea where it is on the route, so we're gonna figure that out. And here we are. Now this is a really neat Easter egg. I'd love if more routes had it. Alright, so here we are. It's a bit closer to the tracks. Still definitely off the beaten path, but I mean, still there's like no easy teleportation, fast travel access to it, so you're still gonna have to like take a train to get to her or whatever. And the sky turns back to normal and you're back. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's actually start driving. see what timetable is like. So, okay, so we got the 103. Not too many services, but there's some stuff to do with it. So 111, 365. Guess it does some like locals and whatnot. I guess it's got like some kind of cable car. That icon on the map, or it just threw in random icons on the map to mark landmarks. That's pretty neat. Yeah, obviously a 10-0-20 and the 111 do the bulk of the work. Alright, so what we got for scenarios. Runaway. A runaway is gonna be like a runaway train. Let's do it. We're gonna have Unstoppable Austrian edition. Let's check it out. I guess we're in a 111 this time. Wish we were in 10-0-20, but yeah, let's see what it's about. Give it some chance, all right? So I guess there's no cab car with this. Interesting. Yeah, because I think of it, the cab car didn't show up in the timetable. All right, let's get this thing set up. Alright, still no engine room access, unfortunately. Alright, I think if I remember, the PZB switches are on the other side. That's why it'd be nice to have the engine room so I didn't have to get out and go back in or around the train like a madman. At least I found Sifa. I guess it's not even PZB, it's Indusi, however you pronounce that. I don't know. Someday I will conquer the wacky ways of the German language, but for now, that is out of my scope. Someday, though. Someday. I'll get it someday. Yeah, these switches are... Oh, wait. Okay, the hitbox was just weird, but I got it. I know how to drive this thing. Oop, brake key was already on. Plates, instrument net plates. I haven't done too many runs with it, but I got some familiarity. Is the horn different, or is that how it always sounds? Yeah, it seems like right off the bat, the Indusi, however it's pronounced, is a little bit different. I'm just gonna call it old PZB. That works better. Alright. that's a little too fast. Ooh, I'm going way too fast. I wonder if I should check if the 10020 does like a sort of rail tours on other routes. If not, I mean, I can always use free roam and do it myself. It's a video idea for a future. You know what they say, restore it and run it on the main line. In that mountain, I can't talk to you. That mountain just spawned in existence. Yeah, just the way mountains render in this game, it's always sucked. I really hope that's something they improve on. They just pop in the distance. They could do like some kind of enhanced level of detail system or something. Alright, so I guess the old PCB is so far oh wait, it's 60 now. No. So I guess old PCB works pretty similar to new PCB. It's just slightly different. You know, I could do the reverse of, bringing, like, older trains onto newer routes. What if I bring newer trains onto older routes? What if I make a scenario with modern trains on this route? Like, how it would be represented today. Not sure how much different the route would be. Alright, so it says 90 on that screen, so I'm thinking probably I have to be below 90 kilometers an hour instead of 85, or 95 rather. 95 kilometers. I always go 5 kilometers under anyways, just to be safe. And it went away, so I guess I'm good. I'm sure there's gotta be some kind of tutorial. I mean, with PCB, I mostly learned... I found, like, an actual website that teaches it. I forgot where it was, what the link was. I know there are also videos online. I used a little of both. Alright, so I think, yeah, sign means there's a... whatever you call it, like there's a break in wire power, I think like a dead zone or a null zone, something like that, I forget what it's called. I don't know why those are there, they just are, I guess. I don't know, setting up an electric railroad must be complicated work. I guess it's complicated enough to scare all the American Class 1s into doing it instead of using crappy battery locomotives. I don't know. Maybe someday we'll get proper freight electrification in America like what we once had. Oh, I overshot it. Relive the days of the Milwaukee Road. The Milwaukee Road. Can I open on both sides? Yeah, why not? Okay, so once this runaway train coming in, or whatever it is. Where's my Austrian unstoppable? The sound of the, I think, what do you call them? Like the manual doors. I think like some people call them like slam doors or whatever. I don't know what CS means. I think that means I can't go above 95. I am already speeding. I thought I was familiar with the way this locomotive operates. That's probably because I'm used to running on a fast main line, not a slower mountain route like this one. Yeah, so far I can say this route is definitely worth the extra price. I was hesitant at first, but nah, this is cool. Just hoping it doesn't become a trend. So far, this is light work on the 111, although it is going to get a bit steeper. I think it maxes out like 4% or something. 4% grade. But we're only hauling 2 coaches. This is light work. No problem whatsoever. I forget, where was that hopping spot? I think it was, I don't know, it was somewhere around here. The Carlbot Shrine. We all love him. We must worship him. Getting 3.7, getting close to 4%. So, pretty decent grade. I mean, it's a short scenarios. I feel like something interesting ought to happen soon. Is this the station that the tutorial was? I don't think so. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Oops. I shot it again. Throw into emergency. Oops. Yeah, sorry about that, passengers. The end wagons usually have really good brakes. These ones, I think these ones might be a little different. I'm not sure if they're classified as, I think they're gun wagons. It might be classified as something different, but I guess, well, the braking power really mostly comes down to the locomotive. I guess just how strong the what you call it, I guess, like, what you call it, like, how strong just how fast it can release, I guess, like, release the pressure and apply the brakes. Although I think European brakes are slightly different. I think it's still the same concept, like you release pressure and that's what applies it. Something like that. Something along those lines. I should know, but I don't really. Did I turn the lights on? I could have sworn I did. I think they're on. It's just probably very dim. That's a shame it doesn't come with the cab car, though. Probably doesn't run on this route, but I don't know. I feel like it, even then, it just kind of feels like a necessity almost. If you're gonna include those types of coaches, you might as well throw in the cab car too. I don't know. Yeah, oh, yeah, this is definitely a really beautiful route. I am not doing a good job keeping to the speed limit. Just gotta keep the power very low, I guess. Alright, so I guess there's like a runaway wagon that's gonna happen later on. Kind of spoiled it, but whatever. I mean, at least I'm keeping to a timetable so far. I feel like the Town 20 might actually be slightly easier to drive than the 111, at least on the hills. Why does it say this is a 628? That's wrong. So 111. Oopsie. No, I'd be curious to see, like, just how long of a train I can pull up this mountain. I have to, like, I don't know, maybe like double or triple head air or something. Put Jivo on it, see how that does. Will it fit on the loading gauge? Probably not, but who cares? I mean, hey, you don't know until you try. Same track gauge, but European loading gauge is a lot smaller than the American one. Seems like a pretty quick route, though. One route I'm really excited for, I forgot what it's called, but the Japanese route, that's gonna be a good one. Yeah, I've been getting really excited for a lot of, like, rural routes. You know, usually I love busy, fast main lines, but sometimes it's nice to change it up. But I also like mountain railroads too, even if they're less busy like this. Just having that grade and whatnot makes it a good challenge. And the views are always really good, so it makes up for slow speeds. But some rural railroads just have a nice vibe to them. Even if I prefer like some of the bigger railroads and whatnot, you just gotta admit, like, the smaller ones just have some special vibe to them. It's just nice to change up every now and then too. I mean, even in real life, I can be bouncing back, like filming parts of the Northeast Corridor and then doing like a small tourist railroad, changing things up one extreme to the other. Maybe that's another video idea. Put Jivo on this thing, see how it does. Like, put a really heavy load behind it. Maybe give it like an OBB livery. I mean, it sure does take place in like the late 80s, early 90s. So maybe like an AC 4400 would be more fitting, or SD40. I think the AC 4400s, I forget what year they went into service, but I think it was right around this time period. It would be like fresh off the factory, but still. I mean, no way in hell it'd end up all the way here, but I mean, come on, you gotta have some fun every now and then. I mean, if it fits on the loading gauge, it's not. Did I miss the station? I gotta work on my braking skills. I mean, if it fits the loading gauge, it's not entirely unrealistic, but still wouldn't happen. Probably be too heavy for the tracks. Let's see. AC 4400, 1993. What year is this? 1992. They construction, so basically, yeah, probably be around by then. Actually, me. Oh yeah, I forgot they have the C40, the Dash 8 C40 Dash 8W. That might be a little more fitting. Yeah, the Dash 8s were from '89, so that would probably be a little bit more fitting. If I were to put American traction on this route, I feel like an SD40 would be the most fitting, but the whole point of this was this idea, put a real big locomotive on it and see how it does. Maybe someday we'll get some of the real giants like the DD840X, U50, DD35, gas turbine electrics, GTELs. Maybe someday. This part's actually flat. A lot of picturesque spots on this route. Now we're going downhill. I guess we do have dynamics. You just kind of operate at the same time. It's the automatic. Let's see here. Go switch to just the dynamic. Yes, I'm using the American terms, even if it says train brake and electric instead of dynamic and automatic. I do not care. Bite me. Okay, maybe just dynamics was a mistake. There we go. Now we're in speed limit. Got a couple more stations to go. I guess it's kind of good because it's a scenario. Even though I'll have something unique, it is a good opportunity to kind of just get used to the route at the same time. Alright, now we're coming up to a station. I'll actually use the automatic too. And this time I'll try and stop in advance. Well, that's probably the best job I've done so far. I don't know why I am struggling so much. It's like the brakes lose effectiveness, like the slower you're going or something. I don't know. Probably not. Probably just me. Yeah. Are the lights on, or are they just really? I think, or are they just really dim? It's like the world's dimmest lights, if so. That's kind of an illusion. It looks like I'm going uphill for that section, but now I'm actually going downhill. wow. That is a cool overlook. Just gonna let gravity do the work, while also simultaneously fighting against it. It's kind of neat though how it's like when you're going the same direction, it has both extreme uphills and downhills. Not just like, oh, if you're going one direction, it's gonna be all up, or if you're going the other direction, it's gonna be all down. I mean, considering I'm running on time, I really should try and focus on actually doing a good job stopping. There we go, that's a good stop. At least I got plenty of platform space, so I'm yet to actually overshoot one of the platforms. Even if that means even if I've thrown it into emergency a couple times. Just dumping all the air. Check that out. Can't even like, we're really on top of a hill, like can't even see what's beyond. Alright, a little bit of power just to have to slow down immediately after. Alright, I'll let coast to 60. I feel like I should get some kind of photo. Be like going around a Maybe, since it's supposed to have a runaway train involved, get around a corner and make it look like the Stanton curve scene and unstoppable. Even if the train I'm actually controlling isn't running away. Hopefully that's not too clickbaity, but I mean, it looked pretty badass, so I guess that's an excuse. Not gonna always use that as an excuse though. I do draw the line and I like to make my videos as legit as possible. Alright, maybe advance that just a little bit. There we go. The air hoses are flying like crazy. Alright. A few. Alright, let's see. Just rotate that just a little bit, kind of give it the illusion it's going around a corner. Just like, we can leave saturation as is, maybe like bump the exposure down a bit. Kind of give it that dramatic effect. There we go. It's not bad. It's not half bad. It's not a half bad thumbnail right there. Save it in case it decides to crash. Alright, so I guess it seems like the next station is when the runaway is gonna happen. That is one hell of a view. Oh, no, don't stop me, Sifa. Don't stop me. Not sure if I should or have to open both side doors, but might as well just in case. I don't know, maybe one of those passengers accidentally was trying to board this train but accidentally went to the wrong platform. You never know. It's definitely a pretty big step up there. do I have a suspicion that train is gonna be the cause of the runaway? I just have a sneaking suspicion. It's stopping. It's coming to a stop. Yep, uncouple. Yeah, it's uncoupled. Haha, I knew it. Hasn't moved yet. Alright, so those lights are on, so train lights are definitely on. Isn't that an automatic junction? What am I supposed to do about that? Guess I have to check. Alright. Yeah, isn't that your job, Signalman? Okay. It looks fine. Oh, here it comes. Alright, so I guess there's just one singular wagon passing us. Wasn't really as intense as I was hoping, but I mean, I guess they probably have some restrictions when it comes to, like, what they can do with that kind of stuff. The railroads probably don't want to represent the rails of being too dangerous and runaways being an issue. Yep, here it comes. It's coming through fast. Okay, that's a scenario. Pretty decent. A little underwhelming, but whatever. Alright, now let's actually give the crocodile a try. Let's give the crocodile a try now. Alright. Let's see. No control car, unfortunately. Give this one a try. Push a stranded train. We get to drive the crocodile. What's with the repeating messages and whatnot? It's weird. Alright. Why'd you make me stand if I have to get back up again? I guess... Yeah, that doesn't sound as weird as I thought it would. Ooh, you can see the moving parts too. That is sweet. Alright. Unlock that. Raise that. Set that. That on. Set that on. Turn this off. Yeah, actually, it just occurred to me. I gotta find where the safety system switches are. These valves. Doesn't seem like it. Probably one of these breakers. There we go. There we go. Alright. We can walk around here. Yeah, I love when they maul the engine room like this. Let's get these guys thrown on. Alright, so where's our wipers? The handbrake takes a lot of spins to release. Yes, I will do that once I find out how to turn on the wipers. That's the instrument lights. That's manual, but I want to be manual. It's gotta be here somewhere. Oh, I'm moving. Right. Come on, wiper switch. Gotta be here somewhere. Control, handcraft, compressor, blowers, train heating, battery. These are my PCB stuff. See instrument light. Some lighting switch. Where is it? Come on, gotta be here somewhere. Give me 2 seconds. I might actually have to look this up. Through the table of contents real quick. In the manual. Yeah, I can't even find it in the manual, so there's no way it just doesn't have a wiper switch. If it doesn't, then how am I supposed to see? Finally, I found it. There we go. Alright, now we're ready to get going. because it is storming quite a bit out there, which I can imagine can be bad for traction. I forgot I should probably listen to the safety systems. A bit more power. See what this thing is really made of. Giving it too much power, maybe? It might be. Maybe not. Or maybe I'm just wheel slipping. Kinda hard to tell. And I'm being stopped. I'll figure it out eventually. So I should probably... I'll figure it out. Eventually. Getting the wipers to work is a step in the right direction. Kind of hard to see, even with the wipers going. Alright, it's a little too much power. That. Still making power at all? Kinda hard to tell. I think so. I just need to turn it down just a little bit. It's definitely a very unique locomotive, that's for sure. Guess it only goes 90. Must be geared for torque over speed, which would make sense for this kind of route. I don't know why it was so much easier at the training center, but here might just be wheel slipping a lot. But we are slowly but surely making our way there. I wonder why there are two sides of the speedometer. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's for going in reverse, and it was just easier to make the needle go the other way instead of programming it to like change direction or whatever. What happens if I do give it some more power? I think... Oops, if I just decide, screw it, give it full power, what will happen? Oh yeah, we're accelerating alright. Alright, this thing packs a punch. May be old, but it still packs a punch. So maybe it was like, is it shifting between different gears or something? I don't know. The throttle looks like a wheel on a boat. This thing is like a boat. It's just big and boaty. But it's still cool. Yeah, I think, put this thing like on a rail tour on, what's that other mountain, Austrian mountain route? I forget what it's called, but the other Austrian mountain route, the right at home there. I have no idea where the border is between Austria and Germany. I'd have to look it up. Because I know it does cross the border somewhere. It's cool seeing like how it's sort of articulated and seeing like the different parts sort of wobble around. Like the way you can kind of see a bend going around corners, but it's a lot more noticeable around junctions. I don't know, the lack of a seat. I mean, obviously, this is just a game. It doesn't make a difference, but I can imagine in real life some crews must hate that. of them, like, probably had to have been fitted with seats and whatnot. But I think I'm finally getting the hang of how this thing operates. It's definitely a learning curve, but hey, always nice to try something new. But so far, this route has been amazing. Well, the fact that the wipers are slightly offset is kind of bugging me. I can imagine that might be a gimmick the real locomotive has, but still, I don't know. Could be a glitch, could be how it works in real life, but regardless, it's kind of bugging me. Whatever, probably end up tuning it out. I do wish there was more rolling stock variety. I mean, to be fair, there's just not that many options. I don't know, maybe the 110 could do runs on this route. But, yeah, I wish... Or maybe that's it. Maybe just the few locomotives we have kind of just makes up the majority of the traction scene on this route during this time period. Alright. Can't screw us up. Come on. Oops. Stopped a little too short. That is cool how we got, like, these, like, the older liveries. So we got both the end wagons and the retro intercity cars. Seriously, no way it's making me go that. Oh, I guess that's a different train. I guess I thought it was coupling up to one left of me. Like, why is it making me go 2 kilometers ahead? But no, I'm coupling up to a different one. That one's just waiting there. That explains it. That makes a lot more sense. I'm curious to see, like, how much further, like, I can crank the throttle. You know, like, put the reverser in neutral and test it. Hope I don't blow it up. That's another good photo op right there. Or maybe advance just a little bit past that rock. Perfect. Yeah, it might be even better than my last one. Maybe if I tilt it the other way. Oh yeah. exposure a little bit. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a thumbnail worthy one. I'll probably use that one. Highlight the crocodile. Oops, I forgot. That's those with my controls. Okay, look at that view. Actually, hop into photo mode. Just quickly set they're clear so I can actually kind of see. Yeah, look at that. That is a cool view. Closer, start to slow down so I don't slam into it. Still give it a little bit of power so I don't run out of momentum. Almost there. Almost there. Alright. Get the power. That was a bit of a hard hit. Alright, that should be plenty of space. And also, since I am on a hill, as much brake force as possible. There we go. Let's give this thing a good push. I need plenty of power. Maybe a little bit of sand too. Come on. Alright, I think I'm wheel slipping it. Probably. Am I? Oh yes, I am very much so wheel slipping it. The speedometer just refuses to tell me. Throw down some sand. So if speedometer doesn't tell me, it's kind of weird. I guess it measures it off of the actual train velocity instead of the wheel speed? That's not even possible. I think I'm wheel slipping it again. Oopsie. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna run around once I get to the next station. Kinda hard to tell why I am wheel slipping. Also, this is a long tunnel. Only going 20. Yeah, I am not accelerating much at all. Probably not. Maybe I'm getting less traction because I'm at the back. No, wait, wouldn't that be the other way around? I don't know. Yeah, I am at a... It's a weird way to place a tunnel. The way they modeled that. Yeah, I am a fine line between getting grip and wheel slipping, and the sand is not doing much to help. Come on, get this. To be fair, I am not very experienced with this. So, and now I'm only going 15. I'm only slowing down. Yeah, that puts into perspective just how slow I'm going. It feels fairly quick, but like once you look, going at a snail's pace up this hill. You try and give it some more power. Maybe I'm just not giving it enough. So it wasn't wheel slipping? Alright, it just wasn't giving it enough power, I guess. Full power then. There we go. Okay, maybe full power wasn't the smartest idea. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good. In a slight predicament. I can do this, though. Go. So I guess I underestimated this locomotive, and I thought I was wheel slipping the entire time. Nope. I just wasn't giving it enough power. This thing can make this hill easy. Light work. And we're finally out of the tunnel, too. So I guess it goes up to notch 18. Okay, once I hit 1500 amps, that's when the traction motors or whatever shut down. That's okay, I don't need that much power. I'm doing just fine. I'll run around and pull it instead, push it. I don't want Come on, just a little bit more. Just gotta push it just a little bit more. Almost there. And now. doors. Oh. There we go. Okay, why is it having me stop so far behind the junction? Come on. Obviously no dynamics on this one, so just gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop. Nah. Oh, come on, I basically had that. Whatever. Alright. Get this over to the other side. Alright, it should be easier to stop on uphill. Or maybe not. Got this. There we go. Are you gonna be kidding me? I had to request that? I mean, I think there was only like one stop after that anyways, so... I mean, I saved it earlier, so yeah. Gotta finish what I started. Taking longer to load. Loading SimWorld 5. Now that I think of it, maybe that's not the smartest name. Loading screen SimWorld 5. At least I didn't lose too much progress. Let's finish what I started. Why did I save the game again? I don't know. Force the habit, that's why, actually. Nope. Don't give me credit for that, even though I'm right there. Don't roll back down. Don't do that. You gotta be kidding me again. Alright, this time I will do this without failure. How did it already get to be 2 hours? Wow. There we go. Let's try this again. It gave me another objective failure. Screw you, game. That's it? Motor braking switch? I don't know what that does. Is that dynamic brake? Maybe it is, I don't know. Oh yeah, hell you mean wait for... Alright, there we go, now I can go. Just let gravity do the work and roll down. And try not to slam into the locomotive. And I guess slam into the locomotive. Oopsie. Alright, let's do this. Did he even ask me to open doors? I don't think it did, but I did anyway, so whatever. Yeah, it's kind of impossible to tell if this thing is wheel slipping or not. It's a bit of a problem. But it seems like it really doesn't like to wheel slip, so maybe it's not so much of a problem. It also seems easier to manage the speed going uphill. Which is kind of ironic when I think about it. The older locomotive is easier to manage the speed. Yeah. Weird but true. Does seem to have quite a bit of traction to it, so I can see why they've stuck around for so long. I mean, like 80 years. I wonder if they're still in service like today. The way he said it seems like they are, but I'm gonna pull a no-no and look it up while I'm driving. Never do this in real life, but you can get away with it because it's a game. So yeah, it seems like they were eventually retired in the mid-90s, but it seems like quite a few are still preserved. Seems like the mid-90s they are finally retired, but seems like, yeah, like I said, it seems like a good amount are still preserved, so that's good to hear. It would shock me if these things were still in service today. As cool as it is to have old traction kicking around, unfortunately it's just not practical sometimes. Depends on the use, though. Sometimes some short line railroads can get some good use out of older stuff, but more often than not, there just gets to a point where it's just too much money to maintain, and it just becomes cheaper to buy a newer locomotive instead of upkeeping with expensive repair costs on an older one. Hey, that's why heritage railways exist. So you can keep these beauties running forever. Doesn't want me going over 75. The speed limit doesn't go that high here, so I'm good. the SIFA is going off constantly on this thing. It does take a while to close the throttle. I guess there's a quick off button. Keep forgetting. Can't. Keep forgetting. I keep accidentally putting the brakes in the shutdown position. Shouldn't be doing that. Say, I wonder if the motor, like, if I switch it to braking, that must act as like a dynamic brake or something. I doubt it was originally equipped with one, although, yeah, I think dynamic brakes came out around like the 50s or 60s, so, I mean, I don't know, maybe some early electrics had them, I'm not entirely sure. They've been around for a decent amount of time. What's the air hiss when I activate the whistle? This has something to do with the way the whistle works. It's a decently sized station. Downhill for a little bit. I think it flattens out here actually. Slowed down a little bit too much. Keep accidentally putting it into shutdown. Usually a shutdown side is close, is like the last notch when you're braking, not the last notch when you're releasing. accidentally put it to shut down yet again. Oops. Yeah, I think this flat car might be new. No, this wagon's from Mittenwaldbahn. I think this one here was from something else too. Pretty nice, like, modern station building. I mean, definitely not. I mean, definitely seems like something you'd see in the 90s, late 80s. Alright. And that's that scenario. Wait, oh. I guess neutral is off. Now there is a red line for like 2500, but it's the 1500 one. Maybe if I have the blower set to highest setting, I can go higher. Guess we're completely shutting this thing down, not even gonna let it idle. Alright, there we go. Not surprised I didn't get platinum, wasn't my best run, but whatever. Alright, that's gonna be it for today's stream. Thank you guys for watching.